Okay, guys. Today we will continue with the another database problem, and then we choose the easy version. Okay, we did this before. We did this before. Okay, a player earning more than. Okay, let's look at it. Okay, the problem is about there's the employee table here, and then all employee table has some kind of a ID, which is a unique primary key. Okay, and there's also another column manager ID, but that can be a null value. Okay, which means that this is a manager, but this is an employer. Okay, this employee has a manager, which is the ID is whose ID is three. Three means Sam, and Sam is the manager of Joe. The same way, Henry has some kind of manager ID four, and then his name is Max, and Max is the manager of the Henry. So first of all, we have to get it. How can we get this all the employee only and then with having the manager ID? We can combine the same table. Okay, we can combine the same table employee as employee and then employee as manager m. Okay, then how we combine these two tables? We are combined with these two tables by using okay, a has a manager ID, right? I have the manager ID here is going to be equal to ID, okay, which means that there's some kind of a manager ID, right? And then this manager ID doesn't there's some kind of relation between the another employee, which is an ID. So what do we get here? Just first at first we get the ID and name first, and then MID and name. Let's see what we get here at first. Okay, when we run the code, what do we get? Exactly, this is wrong answer because we didn't check the biggest salary, which is the going to go. So here we get the number one Joe, and his manager is three Sam, and number two Henry was the employee here, as you see here, and then his manager is Max. So second part. What is the second part? Second part is said that okay, given the employee table, write a SQL query that finds out employees who earn more than their managers. Which what does this mean? Okay, which means that there's a item here which is salary should be bigger than manager's salary, correct? So and then what's going to be result? We put here a salary at first, okay, and then also we put here M salary. So we can verify by visually if it is okay or not. Just run the code here. Let's see. ID name seller ID, which means that Joe and 7,000, and his manager is Sam and 6,000. I mean, look at the Henry is 8,000 is not bigger than the so our queries seems good. So what are we going to do next step? Next step is going to be the result, exact result what the problem asks. Okay, what is the problem here? For the old table, Joe is the only employee, and we get only name. Okay, okay, so we drop this ID information and then the salary information here as well. We only get the employee name as an employee. That's it, and then run the code. We expect that the query is correct. Okay, and then submit it. Let's see here. Cool.